And we have more breaking news. A jury has finally been selected and opening statements are getting started in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Prosecutors are expected to paint Combs as the head of a criminal organization who exploited his fame and fortune to sexually abuse women and men.
Our next guest was a New Jack Swing superstar in the 80s. Now, 𝗣𝗚 is using his second chance at life to fight for health equity.
After surviving a coma and liver transplant, he's an advocate pushing for real healthcare change. He's also exposing shocking truths about the music industry and recording artist Diddy in his upcoming tell-all, Do You Believe Me Now?
The music industry's biggest trial is heating up fast. Singer 𝗣𝗚 sure just dropped bombshell accusations that will leave you speechless. In a shocking interview, he revealed he's testifying against Diddy, and the allegations are absolutely chilling. 𝗣𝗚 claims Diddy was involved in Kim Porter's mysterious death and even tried to take him out too, waiting years to see Diddy face consequences. He seemed completely untouchable in the music world, doing whatever he wanted without any pushback. Everyone knew he was the industry bully behind the scenes in the 2000s. 𝗣𝗚 sure experienced this firsthand. Their bad blood goes way back to the 90s when 𝗣𝗚 was with Kim Porter. They even had a son, Quincy, together before Kim left 𝗣𝗚 for Diddy around 1994. The origin of this feud explains so much.
So him and 𝗣𝗚 never been the best of friends. He had motherfuckers think that he had adopted Quincy, and he never did. 𝗣𝗚 was never out of his son's life. I knew 𝗣𝗚 way back in Mount Vernon. He used to wear leather pants in 100 degrees. With 𝗣𝗚. I knew it way back then though, man. 𝗣𝗚 a good dude. A good dude. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So if 𝗣𝗚 got something to say about that's happening to him, and Puff has something to do with, trust and believe he gonna have evidence to substantiate that Puff did that shit. Either he gave him something or sent something his way.
But what was the beef between 𝗣𝗚 and Diddy? Like, why wasn't they on good terms?
The nigga was dating Kim. You understand? That's his kid's mother. And they was cool, they was friends. Misa and Kim was cool. They was all in that Uptown family, Uptown Record family. How you gonna date the mother of you my man, you cool, we all be around each other, and you dating the mother of my son? 𝗚𝗚 never go try to date Misa. You know what I mean?
Diddy adopted 𝗚𝗚's son, Quincy, basically taking over his family. Kim and Diddy's relationship was rocky, lasting on and off until 2007. While Diddy publicly admitted to cheating, what was happening behind closed doors was way worse. Diddy's own bodyguard revealed the music mogul was physically aggressive with Kim and other women, including his ex Cassie. The pattern of behavior was there all along.
A lot of things happened to Kim that she never explained to her father. So to see that girl take that beating like that, her father probably thought within himself, that's some of the things that happened to my daughter. And it has to be sickening to him, knowing that his daughter probably went through the same shit that Cassie went through.
Yeah, he made a comment saying that he was disgusted when he seen that video. He even said that he wouldn't even do a dog like that, the way Diddy did Cassie.
Yeah, his heart would go out to Cassie because he's looking at the fact that his daughter's not here to even raise her own damn kids, man. His daughter's not here and to see, because I got daughters myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I give my heartbeat, both my arms. And just to imagine and think that somebody was doing that to your daughter, bro. I know Kim got tired. That's why she took that corkscrew and ripped his damn arm off. Tried to rip his arm off for putting his hands on him. I know she was tired. Them pillow fights and that smothering her with the pillows and all that, like he playing with her. I know she was tired.
Yeah, he also told Rolling Stone that Diddy, he's a jealous person that don't know what love is.
He knows that, bruh. Kim couldn't have nobody, bruh. Kim couldn't have nobody. You understand what I'm saying, bruh? Diddy could do whatever, Puff could do whatever he wanted to do, Brother Love could do whoever he wanted to be. If Kim ever tried to get with somebody, Puff would interfere with them or with her trying to be with them.
𝗣𝐢𝐻 actually didn't have problems with Diddy at first, until Kim confessed she was terrified for her life. She told Al that Diddy threatened her safety. Then in 2018, Kim suddenly died. While officially blamed on pneumonia after flu symptoms, Diddy's public grief seemed suspicious to Al. He believes Diddy's tears were fake and suggests something more sinister, that Kim was silenced because she was about to expose everything about the abuse. The timing couldn't be more suspicious.
You seen how 𝗣𝐵𝐶, he came out saying that Kim Porter death needs to be looked into?
I think that Al being his ex-wife, he have every right knowing about the stuff that came out about Diddy and what he was doing. You understand what he has done in the past, and people have overlooked it. By him coming out and saying that he hoped that he could get her case reopened. There was a guy called John the Paperwork Party. They would put in an open petition to get Kim's case reopened. You understand what I'm saying? So 𝗣𝐵𝐶 doing this is showing that, you know, he still got love for Quincy's mother. He still want to find out the truth because allegedly Kim was fine the day before and the day of her death. And then now she found in the bed dead from pneumonia. That just don't sound right, bro. That don't sound right at all.
So you feel the same way about her death being suspect?
I don't think nobody in America thinks it's nothing suspicious about Kim's death, bro. If you are rich like that, you could, you know, Kim had, I think a net worth of like, what, 12 million a year or something like that? Kim could have called any doctor to come over and look at her. If she was that bad, you know, she could have called an ambulance or something like that. Everything is suspicious about her death, bruh.
Here's a detail nobody's talking about. Dallas Austin's daughter was at Kim's house the day she died. This crucial witness might hold the answers everyone's been looking for about what really happened in Kim's final hours. 𝗣𝐵𝐶 isn't backing down. He's demanding authorities launch a real investigation into everyone surrounding Kim when she died.
You was telling me before this interview that Dallas Austin, his daughter, was at her house the day she died.
Yo, I heard that the Paperclip Party broke that story because it was told to them by Kim's Porter father that is in the police report. That this is in the police report that Dallas Austin's daughter, who was a friend of Kim's, left her house at 8 o'clock. That Kim had made a call, 911 call at 2:15 that morning. And I don't know what happened in the 911 call or what was said, but they said that Dallas Austin's daughter, according to Kim's father, was the woman that left her house at 8:15. So she was the last person, according to her, to see Kim alive. And that was broken by the Paperclip Party because they had a conversation with Kim's Porter father. That's crazy. Now, What was Kim's state? Why did, and in the report, didn't it say she had blood on the pillow and bruises or something like that? The case needs to be reopened, man. The case really needs to be reopened. Because if that girl was there and she said that Kim was all right, what happened from 8 to 11? And why did all Kim's stuff come up missing?
I ain't know any of that, man. I never heard of that. So when they found her, she had bruises and a lot of her stuff was missing?
Bro, it's a lot of suspect things going on. First and foremost, in our day and time, other than our house key, a woman gonna keep her phone and you know, she got a lot of different purses, but everybody always grab their phone. Why come right till today, right now, nobody knows what Kim Porter phone is? And they know they had iPhone. Why have nobody went to the cloud and got the text messages and the things off her phone? Because everything that came in that phone is text, and you know your iPhone find my phone. Nobody tried to find the phone?
He's not just pointing fingers at Diddy, but at the entire circle of people who might have been involved in covering up what really happened. Al wants answers, and he's not stopping until he gets them.
Time to reveal the truth.
The biggest mystery, in this case, Kim's missing phone and laptop. These devices supposedly contain explosive evidence, but conveniently disappeared after her death. Some insiders believe they contain proof backing up everything in the new court documents. Even more disturbing, some people connected to Kim's case might also be linked to other celebrity deaths. Industry insiders say these connections actually make perfect sense when you understand how Hollywood really works.
You gotta realize, man, Kim's death wasn't even investigated, bro. Her death wasn't even investigated. And it should have been a proper investigation so all the family members can feel like that there was no foul play in her death. How is it that you know how we are as a people? I don't believe that 10% of your viewers that's watching this don't keep their phone when they go to sleep in arm reach. How is it that there was no electronic products or gadgets around Kim's bed? Her laptop missing, her cell phone's missing. Everything is missing that she could get in touch with her little girls if they not at home or her friends or family. All that's missing. How is it that, and this is her say, that the detectives did not even view the body in the bed where she died at? That the coroner them had already removed her, pronounced her dead, and told the detectives them that it was no foul play. And if that is true, as I've heard it, and we read certain things on the internet about it, that case needs to be reopened. We know that Kim, and it's in the this is in the documentation. Shout out to Paperwork at the Paperwork part. I gotta shout him out, man, because he looked in the paperwork and it said Kim received a massage for about an hour when she's supposed to have full-blown pneumonia. Who gives somebody a massage when they got pneumonia? Al ain't no fool, bro. Al is not a fool, and he's smart by getting extra security. I don't blame him at all. If I wasn't retired, I'd probably be working for him.
The theory gaining traction? Kim Porter was silenced because just like Cassie, she was ready to blow the whistle on Diddy's dark secrets. Now that Diddy's finally facing charges, people are revisiting 𝗣𝐵𝐶𝗖𝐀's old warnings with new eyes. For years, he tried alerting everyone, but nobody listened. In his bombshell Fox News interview, Al didn't hold back. He straight up accused Diddy of being responsible for Kim's death. No more hints or suggestions. He's naming names. Al's been trying to tell his story for years while facing massive pushback. He claims there was a coordinated smear campaign to destroy his credibility and make everyone think he was just crazy or attention-seeking. The most shocking claim? There was actually a bounty on his head to keep him quiet. Now Al's been officially subpoenaed to testify at Diddy's trial. He didn't volunteer, he's being legally compelled to speak. Al insists this isn't about publicity, it's his reality. When asked if he fears Diddy's influence even from jail, Al gave the chilling response that he's the only one who spoke out and survived. That says everything. For years, everyone dismissed Al as just bitter or attention-hungry, but now it's impossible to ignore his claims. He's not just making vague accusations. He's directly stating Diddy tried to murder both him and Kim Porter. Think about it. What would Al possibly gain from making this up? The most damning part? Others are coming forward corroborating Al's story with even more shocking details that match his account perfectly. The truth is finally coming to light.
And those statements include descriptions of what the witness says he saw on those tapes. So I asked him about that, and he answered what he could, given the limitations imposed on him after testifying before the grand jury. Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know if they were. Right.
Sure.
Appear to be.
Let me rephrase it.
Based on, yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appeared to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized,
Yeah,
meaning
victim.
this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, what they was doing.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.
Burgess went on Banfield on News Nation, and he revealed that he was given 11 flash drives that contained alleged sex tapes involving Combs and celebrities. And he said, of the 8 celebrities on the tapes, those who are victims of Sean Combs, they're not perpetrators, victims, he said 2 or 3 were minors, which, as you know, is consistent with a number of allegations in the civil lawsuits that Sean Combs is currently facing. To be clear, though, Combs is currently not criminally charged with anything with respect to minors. That could change, but right now, he's just charged with trafficking, racketeering, transportation to engage in prostitution, but all with respect to adult victims. If there's a superseding indictment, he gets hit with new charges, possibly about victims, we shall see. But this is what brings me to what we're talking about right now. So, Mr. Burgess has claimed that he got these flash drives from the late girlfriend of Sean Combs, Kim Porter, who, as we know, tragically died several years back from what authorities concluded was lobar pneumonia. And that is despite the fact that there have been rumors, both online and in the media, that there is something more to her death. And that, to be clear, totally unsubstantiated. That has been debunked. We've talked about it here on Sidebar multiple times. But putting that to the side, here is the other thing with Mr. Burgess. He apparently says he owns the rights to a book that was reportedly based on the alleged memoir of Kim Porter. In fact, according to TMZ, Burgess' phone was seized by the feds, and on it was a copy of a flash drive with material that was used.
Kim Porter knew secrets that could have destroyed Diddy's empire years ago. Imagine how different things might be if she had gone public with what she knew. Instead, she's tragically gone, and Al nearly joined her. Cassie, who recently exposed Diddy's behavior, might have narrowly escaped the same fate by speaking out, when she did. It's absolutely terrifying to think about what might have happened to her too. Diddy isn't Hollywood's only predator, but he might be the boldest, flaunting his behavior in plain sight while others at least try to hide their actions. The big question remains, will Diddy finally face real justice, or will his power and connections save him once again? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This scandal is only getting started.